Hello everyone and welcome to Life Journal Jumpstart. My name is Garrett Misanaka and we're going to dive right in. Today is November 18th and we got a couple readings. We got Psalm 124 and 2 Corinthians 11 to 13. We're only going to talk about 2 Corinthians. Psalm 124 is amazing, but we're going to continue our discussion, a brief discussion in 2 Corinthians 11 to 13. Now, in this kind of chunk of chapters, Paul tackles the quote-unquote, and what he calls sarcastically, the super apostles. Now, the super apostles are the ones who have claimed all these kind of lists and pedigree and almost like a resume of, look what I've done this, I've been a part of this, I've cast out this demon, I've taught here, I've helped with this church and all these things. And Paul doesn't want to compare. He's been talking about suffering and servanthood this entire letter, and he wants to get the Corinthians' mind from thinking like the world about a pedigree and, glory and recognition into the servant mindset of Jesus. But he kind of plays their game a little bit. He says, you know what? Like, if you really want to stack us up against each other, I'm so, checked out on this. I'm a Jewish Bible expert, check. They have knowledge, I got knowledge, check. Have they been trained in the synagogue? Do they know the scriptures completely? Because I do. I've seen visions of Jesus, check. All these things. But Paul, instead of bragging about those things, he lists them out and he says, I'd rather brag on how flawed and how weak I am, because Christ is shown to be strong in my weakness. And Paul concludes that at the end of this letter, that they need to check themselves, because if they really are transformed to be like Christ, this isn't the way they're kind of going about it right. They should be talking different. They should be thinking different. Are they just a religious group with their own gatekeeping, or are they really leading the life of the kingdom of God? And I don't know about you, but for me, that checks my heart. I don't want to be a religious gatekeeper. I want to be a servant of people, a lover of my neighbors, my enemies, and of God most of all. So I pray that you and me would approach this with humble hearts, and that we would ask, how will I be different because of what I've read today? See you tomorrow.